Welcome to a short update on this beautiful Tuesday, in which we're going to look at the price action of Fantom, as it is one of the assets that have been running massively in the past period. We're just going to derive the levels that I'll be looking at if we look at the daily and the 4-hour time frame, where you can start looking for theories of longing or shorting. Before we continue, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this YouTube channel, and also check out our free trade letter, which you can find in the description beneath. And we still have a few more days on the discount, which is 30% lifetime. If you want to become a member and follow our copy trading, follow my portfolio in January, we've made 35R, which is 35%. So make sure to do that. You can find the code in the description beneath, and there's also a ton of bonuses which you can find with BitGet. When we're looking at the price action of Fantom, I think we have to start on a weekly time frame, in which we can see that it's waking up again. So at this point, we've had these cycles here, massive correction going all the way back towards the area which we have been bottoming out from in 2021, which is 17 cents. After that, we've seen a strong reaction, in which we have seen the price of a Fantom rallying towards the area of 60 cents and could potentially even go higher. So what are the areas that you should be looking at if you want to get into shorts? I think it's clearly looking at the area around the buck, which is an important one. And then the second area we have is this entire resistance zone, which we can mark here around the area of 68 cents and to 65 cents. That one should be a potential case of a short entry if we're going to have the confirmations on lower time frames. And also during the shooting of this update, we can see that there is a potential bearish divergence, but still the trend is relatively high and it continues to rally, in the sense that we can still see the upwards pressure, through which you should be cautious when it comes to shorting. But I think these are the two regions, and also this region here around 75 cents is an important one to look at. Additionally, with the confirmations of the bearish divergences, if those come in, that can happen on several ways, then you can start looking at potential shorts. As you can see that the lower time frame bearish divergences usually do not play out, as the strength on the asset is just a lot at this point. We've got one earlier as well, in this case slight one, and it started to have a slight correction, but at this point we still have continuation of the trend taking place. But looking at the daily time frame again, we can also start identifying important levels for support where you can start buying, because I'm advocating not to start rushing into an asset that has been running this much already. In that way, we should be looking at a case of the areas around 35 cents. We should be looking at the area around 41 cents, and we should be looking at the area around 50 cents as the first real bounce play. And might not even be getting there, but at some point the tests will take place. So if we have such a drop, and it could be due to rallying towards 75 cents to 80 cents before we start to make this drop, but then you can clearly get into a position to longing Fantom around 50 cents to 45 cents as a very good bounce area, but also for a swing trade if the trend continues. And if you want to be more conservative, you can start looking at the 40 cents area. 4-hour time frame, we can see the tests that have been taking place. Beautiful test here, no test on the area at 55 cents yet, and also no test here at 43. So we have got a few more levels to test before we can actually continue the entire rally. In that way, bounce plays on the aggressive approach can be done if we get a correction around this area of 50 cents. If we get a deeper correction, we are looking at 42 cents at this point, which is going to be vital to look for swing trades. And I think that essentially if we are holding 42 to 49 cents and get that higher low going, I think we are ready for a buck or higher. So those are the regions that you should be looking at. Now, in terms of shorting, I think the scenario that you look at for shorting is the bearish divergence here, but also the sweep in which the price goes higher, drops back in and rejects the previous high for a confirmation of a lower high, including this bearish divergence. And you want to see the volume starts to drop at this point. Currently, we don't have too many of those scenarios, although we have got one on the left here. Rally, sweep of the high, falls back in, rejection again, and then you can start triggering the short towards this next block. So if this takes place and we have this rally drop, reject again, we can start targeting 51 cents for the next entry zone for longs if we want to continue following this trend. I hope you have been enjoying this update. I'll be back with fresh updates tomorrow. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Ciao.